Okay, so here we are now in the software itself. And just before we look at the Inventory Quantity Analytic, I just wanted to explain some of the differences between Sybiz Vision Classic and the new Sybiz Vision as far as the lists are concerned. So here with the product list, one of the key differences is that in Sybiz Vision Classic, you only basically loaded the data that you could see on the screen at any point in time. In the new Sybiz Vision, we've got a lot more power in these grids, and so that gives you the ability to say group by various fields, etc. And you can also use the multi-field selection to find a item within your list quite easily and quickly. And there's also the ability to use the Control F function to find information as well. So if we wanted to find that bell again, we could find it. And so it's very powerful in that respect. And not only that, the information that you see in the grid is live. So that means if someone changed a product description or a product code or changed the group, that would update everyone's product list almost instantaneously. So there's a lot more power behind this grid, and that's why we've kept it simple and not loaded every single bit of information under the sun, and rather just kept it to the bare minimum information. Now that has the downside, of course, of people that are used to being able to see things like quantity on hand, and so that's why we have introduced the Inventory Quantity Analytic. So here we've got a few of our locations as well as our total stock. So again, an improvement over Sybiz Vision Classic, where you are able to see location by location information. Now in this instance, I'm showing 3 of my locations as well as my total, but let's just say for some reason we've just acquired a new location and I want to see that stock on my list as well. So it's just a matter of doing the right click and then going to your column chooser, and let's just choose Western Australia and drag that onto my grid. But I'm still based in New South Wales, so I don't want to see WA just there. I want to move that across, and I can do all of that sort of stuff with my grid as well. So let's just say that the second most important thing to me was the total. I can move that next to New South Wales as well. So when I'm on the phone, the customer's asking me a question, I can find that information, find out what I've got in my location, see if there's any stock elsewhere as well. And I also have all of the functionality on this particular grid that I have on the product list grid as well. So I have the ability to double click to go into the inquiry scheme for a product, for example, and I can add products, edit products, etc. So everything that I can do from the product list grid, I can do from the Inventory Quantity Analytic. So this is where I would choose to spend my time if quantities were very important to me. I should just say that one of the differences between the product list and the Inventory Quantity Analytic is that this information in the Inventory Quantity Analytic isn't live, and so that's just a performance trade-off there, where if this information was kept live, basically every time someone bought something or sold something or did a stock take, this grid would be getting a hit. So we've kept it really simple and just saying, okay, well, if you want, you can just do a right click and go refresh, and then that will update all of that information, and therefore you'll have the latest information at your fingertips. So a really good alternative there to the product list, and certainly a real benefit. And there's more of this kind of functionality that will be coming in later editions of Sybiz Vision. Thank you.